Amanda, I'll start things off. Could you just talk us through today's match a little bit?
Yeah, it was a super tough match. Really had to battle it out there, and yeah, I feel like the level from both of us was really high today.
Thank you. Yep.
Hello, Amanda. It's Anthony here from Quality Shot Tennis. Very tough battle for you today. It really came down to the wire. I want to ask you about the tough moments where things become really mental, the big points. You mentioned in the on-court interview that your team works with you about managing your nerves. Can you talk about how they try to instill into you the managing of nerves? And do you do any kind of mental training? Can you talk me through that?
I mean, it's nothing too crazy or out of the box, really. I mean, they just tell me to, if I look at them, they'll just be like, calm down and breathe. It's like what most people say during the match because there's nothing really that you can do. But yeah, it's just really keeping my emotions at bay, not really showing much negativity, bringing it out of myself or showing it to my opponent. So that's just my goal, really, is to just keep calm. And sometimes it's not easy to, leave the previous or the past point in the past. So yeah, I mean, it's something that I'm continuously working on, but I feel like today I did it quite well.
Hi Amanda, Candy, congratulations. You hit an ace to go 2-3 in the fifth set and you let out a huge roar, and it seemed at that moment you changed the match around. Did it feel the same way to you?
Wait, what was the score?
It was what you were 1-3, she'd broken you.
In the third set?
Third set. And then you hit this massive ace out wide, let out a huge scream to go 2-3 down in the third.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't remember what the score was. Someone told me you were 1-3 down, and I was like, I was? But yeah, I just kept telling myself to first keep believing in myself, and second off to just bring my level up, because I feel like I was playing a bit tentative there and letting her be the more aggressive one, and I knew that I had to step it up if I wanted to give myself a chance there in the third.
Matt?
Yeah, I mean, you sort of just answered this a little bit, but what sort of technically, tactically, do you think you were doing when things weren't going your way? I guess late in the second half of the second set there, and then what do you think you were doing better in the third set when you turned it around? And
I mean, I don't necessarily think I did anything wrong in the second set. I mean, there were a few times where I could have held serve, and then possibly won that second set, but she was also playing some incredible tennis, and she made it very tough for me. So I think that was the main thing, is me not really holding and her playing very well. And in the third set, I think I really stepped it up with the way that I was serving and just trying to be aggressive, and also trying to be more consistent with my returns.
Hermione?
Well played. Last year, earlier this week, you posted about losing in qualifying here last year, and now being seeded. I'm curious just how much did that kind of experience spur you on for your future results? Obviously, you had a great summer last year, and also how do you reflect on that now, coming back here and being in the quarters and performing so well?
Yeah, I mean, it's super special. It's a really nice feeling. Coming back and just being seated here before I started the tournament was already really special, and I felt really good about myself because I think it was just a huge reminder of all the work and progress I've made so far this year. So yeah, I was just super excited to compete here, and I knew that every match was going to be a battle, which it has been, and yeah, I think that I've just been really enjoying the journey and the last 2 weeks here.
Just here.
Amanda, congratulations on the win. When you were here 3 years ago, your last time in the main draw, you also reached the quarterfinals. So I want to know what has been different for you with that run in 2022 and this year's run.
I mean, I feel like I got asked this actually the other day, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot of things have changed for myself. My work ethic, and I feel like my professionalism has took a whole 360. I prepare myself as best as I can, and I really everything is centered around my tennis and how I can prepare the best that I can and recover for my matches. Maybe a few years ago I wasn't doing it quite to that extent, and everything was also pretty new to me. I mean, considering I was still young at that point when I got to the quarters. But yeah, I think ever since I took my break, I just found this new perspective and this newfound sense of, fighting for everything and accepting the challenges that come and embracing them. I think I maybe didn't do it quite like I do it now back then. So hopefully that answers your question.
Bill?
Congrats, great job. In a lot of your press conferences, the focus often is on, and justifiably so, on the mental side and that piece. But you were really strong physically tonight towards the end of the match. My question is, could you talk about your physical training, your work with Shadi? Has she helped you? Is what kind of things do you do, and is that an important part of your performance?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I started working with Shadi earlier this year, and she's been a huge addition to my team. As most people know, I mean, I've dealt with injuries, not anything quite serious, but things that have, set me back and have gotten in the way of, playing a full calendar and really reaching my full potential. So, yeah, we've just been working on, some areas of focus when it comes to just prehab and prevention. I mean, I struggled a little bit last year with an injury, and then earlier this year before Doha again. So yeah, it was just something that I needed to work on and just manage. So yeah, I feel like her stepping in and taking care of it has really helped me and reach not quite my optimal physicality yet, but we're getting there, and that's the goal.
Howard?
Hi. This win means that you'll break into the top 10 for the first time after this tournament. Is there something symbolic or real about that to you that signifies something, means, and shows the kind of progress you've made and how high you're getting in the world of tennis?
I mean, yeah, it's like, I look at it and I'm like, oh wow, it's kind of a shock at first and I can't really process it, and then it's like, oh yeah, like I've played very well so far this year, so it kind of makes sense. I feel like I kind of look at it from both sides, but yeah, I mean, it's a super special and surreal feeling to be in the top 10. If I thought to myself last year, if someone told me that I'll be breaking the top 10 by now, I don't know, it would be pretty surprising to me considering where I was last summer. So yeah, it's like super special and just goes to show that, all the hard work is paying off. So I feel pretty good about myself that I've been working that hard. But yeah, I'm just super excited and hopefully I can keep building on it and going for more.
Last question, Candy.
Oh, could I? Sorry.
Yeah?
A couple minutes ago when you were asked about the 2022 quarterfinal here, you made a comment about how young you were. I was young then, I think you said. Aren't you still young?
I mean, yeah, at some points I'm like, whoa, I'm turning 24 this year. It's a little bit scary. I think everyone wants to stay 21 forever, at least I do. So sometimes I'm reminded that, I'm getting older with each year, and I don't know, like time has just been flying by. So it kind of like scares me in a way. And I think maybe in a sense I was always used to being like the young protege on tour, and now like that's kind of fading away. I'm not that young anymore, and there are a lot of newcomers. So yeah, it's just like entering a different stage, I guess, in my career and not being looked at as the young one. But technically, I am still young, and hopefully I have a lot of years left in me, and yeah, I can hopefully still achieve a lot in my career.
Candy?
Amanda, are you aware that you've won 27 matches in a row, having won the first set? And if not, or if so, how have you done that?
Yeah, I feel like most of the times when I play top players, I lose in 3 sets, and it's typically I win the first set. So I feel like most of the time I come out playing very strong, and I don't know, maybe it's, you know, having to work on my fitness more and being able to last that long in the matches. I think that's just something that we've been working on, and to be fair, I haven't really played a full calendar before this year, I think. So yeah, I'm just getting used to, you know, playing week in and week out and having my body adjust to playing a lot of tennis. But yeah, I mean, it's the goal that I can sustain a very high level, especially against the top players. That's something that I'm striving towards.
Thank you.